Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, on today's show, we're celebrating young South Africans who are making a difference by doing their part to save the environment. Yola Mgogwana, a 12-year-old student from Cape Town, is on a mission to inspire her peers to join her in the fight for climate justice. Now, she's joined this afternoon along with Xoli Fuyani, who is her environmental educator. Connect with us online if you've got any questions for either Xoli or Yola. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express or comment on our Facebook page. Ladies, welcome to the loft.
Hello.
Now, before we get into the juice and the crux of it, Yola, talk to me as if I'm a 5-year-old, because I know you're 12, but I do not understand. What is the difference between climate change and climate justice?
Okay.
Yeah, take it from the top.
Okay. Climate change is the change in weather patterns. Recently, that changes the weather. And climate justice is when we are standing up and protesting up to demand the climate justice.
Absolutely. And I mean, has she put it perfectly?
Definitely perfectly. And I think I think as humans, you know, like we've all framed climate change as like an environmental issue. But now with justice, we are saying like, let's put a human face, you know, like in front. Let's make it a political issue rather than just about the environment or just about nature.
About humans standing up and saying, we're not going to expect this to happen miraculously, but we're taking matters into our own hands.
Yes.
I love that. That sounds so beautiful and something I want everyone to get stuck in on. But Yola, you're 12. When did you start feeling so passionate about this topic?
Actually last year. Okay. I attended an extramural activity at my school, and then it's called and it's called Ecowaria ECP, and there we are talking about like environmental matters and where we are standing up. Usually we go to the marches and we speak there about climate change justice and standing up, all those things. And yeah.
I love that. So has this been something you're always interested in? I mean, because in high school and when we are growing, we are exposed to a lot of things. And then we have a choice ourselves, what resonates with us, what we feel passionate about and what we connect with. So what was it about this topic that connected with you?
Actually, like, when I got deeper in this topic, and actually, like, I'm also one of the people who are affected by this. So I want us to stand up and be a voice of change because others are in denial about this whole issue.
I love that. And Xoli, where do you come in this whole thing?
Yes.
You are an environmental educator. So what does that mean and what does that entail?
Well, it means basically just teaching environmental education in primary school. And we see it as an importance because, as Yola said, like, climate change is an issue that's affecting our world. But if you go to a township and you ask a child, what is climate change? They have no clue, and yet they are the ones that are primarily affected. So I took it upon me actually to make it my mission to raise awareness, but also like inspire like these young activists to stand up and be the voice, you know, of climate and to tell their stories, because mostly what you see on TV is mostly about, like, you know, that big disasters. But if you think local, I mean, there are Yolas, you know, who live in a township, who, like, informal settlements, who share taps, don't have sanitations. I mean, all of those issues are linked up to climate change.
So you've already spoken about some of the challenges that we see happening in our communities, in our households and on our doorsteps on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So you've formed this environmental club. So what work do you do in the environmental club?
Well, basically, we call ourselves eco-warriors.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's basically we meet once a week, and it's in primary school, 4 primary schools in Khayelitsha and 4 primary schools in Lavender Hill. And we empower them, like we first teach them about environmental issues affecting their own local communities. And then once they get a grip of that, and then we take it to the world, you know, where we then talk about climate justice and teach them how to advocate and stand up, you know, to be the voice for the voiceless youth that are already affected about climate change.
And I see you infiltrating the young age group.
Exactly.
So why is it so important to get the kids stuck in?
I mean, if you look at the world, majority of the people in the world currently are below the ages of 35. So the youth is the future,
Yeah.
you know? And for me, I find it so bizarre that there are not a lot of spaces where youth are engaged, you know, to sit in the table, to be in the forefront and make decisions. And so that's why I feel, for me, that's where we should start. And also, like, it's very easy to influence a young person rather than concentrating on an old person who already has a mindset, you know, or idea of how they want to live their world. Whereas, like, if you're young, you're still dreaming, you know, you're still looking for, you're looking forward to your own future, basically.
Absolutely.
So it's very easier, and when we work with school, because there is a structure there already. You know, like kids are learning about different things. So we were like, okay, we saw the gap. We were like, okay, let's just do it, you know?
And I think that you're doing such an incredible job. I think it's very important, as you said, to show the young ones that as much as we want to enjoy our future, enjoy the world around us, we have to invest in it. And we have to put in the work, because nothing comes for free. So whether you are hands-on, getting stuck in and getting involved, do a little bit every single day. I mean, Yola, you have now come on to Afternoon Express to share your story and share advice and words of encouragement to people that are your age along with you. So finally, what do you want to leave our viewers with?
Okay, especially for the young ones, is that we will be the ones who are left in this world, because the older ones, we are going to be dead, and we are going to be the ones who are left in this world, and we are going to be the ones who are going to be very affected about this mission. And like Ms. Xoli said, that we have to advocate before this matters rise, because we have a lot of time to advocate and stop this crisis. Yeah.
I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are so incredible. You're so inspiring. And I'm just getting a true sense of motivation this Monday coming from young warriors like yourself. Now, we have asked on social media if they've got any questions for Yola or Xoli. And we have got Jennifer here who asked, how is climate change a threat to human beings?
Okay.
You can go for it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you my story. Okay, I live in a community, and the way I share one communal tap with 55 families. Okay, when there is no tap, when there is not water in the taps, we struggle to buy the water, because we have different types of classes. And I'm in the low class, because I can't afford money to go and buy the water in the shops, because I have to buy food so that I can eat and provide myself. Yeah.
So we here see, Jennifer, that on a daily basis, climate changes that we are experiencing are affecting the resources that we can enjoy every day. We've seen in Yola's community where there's no water, one tap, 55 families. You can do the maths from there to see how huge this problem and this crisis is. And we're so glad that you have not only experienced the change, but you want to be the change. We've got another question here from Shireen Abrahams, who says, hi, Yola, what motivates you and inspires your peers to save the environment?
Okay, hi. Okay. What inspired me to be the voice of change is because, like I said, I'm one of those people who is affected by climate change. Still now, he's affected by climate change. And I just said that I should not stay in denial. I have to stand up so that I can be a voice of change and change my future. And also, I have to tell others to do the same thing. Like I said, like as youth, we are going to be the ones who are going to be left in this world when the adults are going to be dead.
I love that. A lady with a vision, conviction, and focus only at the age of 12. Thank you so much, Yola, for coming through. And thank you so much, Miss Xoli, I heard that, for assisting and aiding and being that voice of authority to guide these ones and make sure that they are walking the right path. We do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Now, coming up after the break and later on in the show, we chat to a young teenager from Cape Town who started her own organization to help reduce plastic waste in our oceans. We'll see you after these.